But I mean, every day, like I feel like every day, every week, every month, you should have a goal, something I'm gonna do today, and it doesn't have to be anything complicated. It could be just like, all right, today I'm gonna like mow the lawn. Today I'm gonna read 10 pages of this book.
Yeah. Hey, you! We're in Virginia Beach, Virginia. This is the People's Podcast 2. I'm the Y guy, and you RRY.
I think in some type of way, we struggle a little bit every day.
I just pray and then put my effort into whatever thing I want to put it into.
Communication is the key to success. I mean, that's what they say.
Absolutely. Yeah, unity is so important.
Hey, everybody, this is the Y guy. We're in Norfolk, Virginia, and we're here with
Ibtissam.
Ibtissam. How are you today?
I'm good, man. How are you?
Doing good. Thank
Yeah.
you for being willing and sitting down for a little conversation we had beforehand. I really appreciate you. It's a huge deal, so thank you so much.
Yeah, of course.
You think? Well, I guess first of all, are you from this area?
Yeah, so I was born in Pakistan, but then I came here when I was like 1 year old, and I'm from Northern Virginia, but I'm in Norfolk for residency right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that going good for you?
Yeah, man, it's going well.
And this is the plan that you've been wanting to do for a long time, getting into it?
Yeah. So the residency that I'm doing is it's family medicine, and pretty much it's part of the training to become a doctor. So I've gone through like undergrad. I've gone through that was at UVA in Charlottesville, and then I did med school in Blacksburg, Virginia, and then now I'm in Norfolk, Virginia, doing residency. So there's 3 years of training for that, and then you become like a full-fledged doctor.
Okay. And what would you say, like, the number one lesson you've learned so far from you had just got here, though, right? How long you've been in residency?
So I've actually been 2 years now.
Okay.
1 year I was doing surgery before, and then I switched paths to come to family medicine. I enjoyed
Okay.
the primary care life more than the operating room. So
Okay. So, well, what's the number one lesson you say you've learned so far from the experience you've got?
number one lesson I'd say is just keep your head up and keep going. And especially like all the years that I've been through in school and training, like it gets tough one day after another, but if you take it one day at a time, I mean, eventually you'll get somewhere. So I would just say just keep your head up and keep going.
Man, that's awesome. That's like perfect nugget. We're always just looking for one or two little things, and if someone's on here, willing to listen and learn, I mean, that little nugget right there could be huge. One day at a time, and so that's your profession, or you're working into it. And do you think if your story was told to anybody, it could make an impact on their life?
Yeah, I mean, I think so. I mean, I feel like everybody, we're all humans, and everybody has something to offer, and especially like working in the medical field. I mean, the whole point of people even getting involved is to try to help people, try to make a difference, try to, heal people, and use my profession, use my career as a way to make people feel better and like not be sick and stuff like that. So I'd say for sure, like, there's something I can hopefully offer.
That's huge, and that's I mean, you might not even see it as like maybe courageous. Might be still a good word, I would say, to do that, to get in there and knowing that you're going to be working with tons and tons and tons of people of all different kinds of every single thing, and you're still going to be there just serving them and helping them and doing everything that you can for them. So that's pretty big, I'd say. Big undertaking, but at the same time, it's exactly what we need. We need people like you willing to do that. So thank you for that.
Yeah.
And have you dealt with any kind of struggle before?
I mean, in terms of struggles, I would say mostly it just has to do with like, getting through and day by day doing the training to get here. That's the main struggle. I haven't gone through like any other major things.
Okay.
Thankfully,
Yeah.
So
Well,
not
that's
a whole
good.
lot there.
We're always glad to hear that. Always it's good to have a boring testimony in a way. You know. But what is like one practice that you try to commit to every single day that does keep you on the step by step or day by day moving forward?
One practice I try to maintain every day is to try to be in a routine. So wake up, do what you got to do, get to work, and then just plan out your day hour by hour. Make sure you're using each hour to the most potential. And then when you get home, same thing. Just make sure you keep using your time wisely, because we only have a limited amount of time here. We got to make sure we're doing what's right for us and for anybody involved in our lives.
Nice. That's big. I think we haven't really heard one of like a strict routine and a strict schedule. So what does that really look like for you? Do you plan it out on like your calendar on your phone? Do you write it out, or like how do you really do an hour by hour time slot there?
Yeah, I mean, so recently I've gotten a little lazy about it, but I mean, just from many years of doing it, it kind of just became like a second nature part of my head. So I don't really have to write it down. I know a lot of people use calendars and notebooks to try to map out what they want to do. But for the most part, it's kind of in my head. I know when I wake up, I'm gonna wake up at like 5 a.m., 6 a.m., and then I'm gonna go pray. Be grateful for what I have. I'm gonna go do the morning routine, get breakfast, go to work, and then from there it's just whatever the work day is. Usually in the hospital, we're doing rounds and stuff, writing the notes, seeing the patients, and then in the clinic, you just it's one patient at a time. So then after that, lunch break, and then you just keep going until the day is over. And then when you get home, um, have dinner with the wife and spend some time there, and just continue,
Yep.
grinding.
I got you. So it's just something that's just like you said, for in the beginning, step by step, and then it just kind of you worked it into routine. So that's huge. That's something that could also make an impact on somebody else. For me personally, routine was like the hardest thing.
Yeah.
It was almost a scary thing to know that you're going to do the same thing every single day. So I think that's something that can definitely impact somebody's life. And do you think there's a good power in communication and building relationships?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, that's what the whole medical field is about, actually, communication and relationship building, especially with as a doctor to physician. Because sometimes patients they come in they're sick, but at the end of the day, what they want is somebody to hear them, somebody to listen to them, rather than maybe deal with some medical thing going on. Sometimes it's just mental. They just want to
Mm-hmm.
have somebody a hearing voice. Um, so yeah, I mean, communication I think is very important.
Yep. And I did hear that hypochondria is like one of the number one diagnosis of a lot of people's circumstance for coming into the hospital. Is that true? Or if do you think that might be because they just want to have somebody to talk to?
Yeah. I mean, it's tough because hypochondriacs like they think they're sick, they think something's going on, and as the physician, it's our job to make sure we hear them and make sure we make them feel heard and make them feel important, and not that sometimes some doctors think, oh, okay, this guy again, there's nothing going on, everything is normal, all the labs and everything are normal, but it's still like up there, like they need some type of support, they need somebody who's understanding, the same person to talk to them over and over, bring them back, and just reassure them over and over. So it's not the most common diagnosis, but when it does happen, like you need to be there, communicating with them, and be supportive to help take care of them.
Man, I'm sure that's some awesome work that you get to do. That might be a little, like you said earlier, take some patience, but fulfilling at the end of the day. And in goal setting, do you think is necessary to inspire action and move forward every day?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, especially in the long run, we set some goals, what we're gonna see ourselves in 5 years and stuff like that. But I mean, every day, like I feel like every day, every week, every month, you should have a goal, something I'm gonna do today, and it doesn't have to be anything complicated. It could be just like, all right, today I'm gonna like mow the lawn. Today I'm gonna read 10 pages of this book.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. And just as long as you keep doing that, then I feel like eventually you'll get to the goal at the end of the month, end of the year.
That's huge. I love the simplicity mindset of that too. I love that so much. And my last question for you is: do you think a message like unity in today's world, or just you and I working together in today's world, can make an impact?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, especially what's going on in the world right now. Like everyone is, just caught up on beating each other and hurting each other and blaming each other, pointing fingers and stuff. So, unity and just understanding that we're all human. We're all here to try to make an impact, to try to live our life. The limited number of years that we have, and then from there, like, what's the point? You only have a limited number of years to make an impact. So to love people, to have relationships with them. So why are you gonna try to waste that time by pointing fingers, having hate, and having darkness in your heart? I mean,
Yep.
there's no point.
Well, I appreciate it, and I truly am sorry. But what was your name again?
Ibtissam.
Ibtissam.
Yeah.
Ibtissam. Well, appreciate you so much for sitting down with me, being willing to sit down with me, and just I'm grateful for the position that you're putting yourself into, and just moving forward with that, which is a huge deal. So maybe our paths will cross down the line, and you'll be able to help me out with some help with health problems or something
man,
like
no
that.
problem.
So I really appreciate you, though, man. You mind if I get a hug from you?
Yeah, man, of course.
Thank you so much. I really love it. Thank you for watching this interview. We hope and pray that this story could help you, encourage you, or inspire you to take action in any way. We challenge you to see yourself in every interviewee, and we challenge you to get out and talk to one new person every single day. If this impacted your life in any way, please like, share, and subscribe. We're posting one new video every single day, Monday through Saturday. Thank you so much for your time. This is the People's Podcast. We're praying for you always.
Man, that's deep.